Hey, I'm Liv, and today I'm going to be singing the South African national anthem, hopefully along with millions of people who are back home in South Africa. So in honor of this, I wanted to create a South African flag inspired eyeshadow look. I've done this before and I've discovered that it's an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. It's called the 18 Hit Wonders, and it literally has the blue, green, yellow, and red that are pretty perfect for this from the South African flag. It doesn't obviously have the black or the white, but it's a very cheap palette if you were looking for something to make a South African flag inspired look. I kind of turned this more into a tutorial. It's a little hard to talk intensely first thing in the morning and I gotta get to work, but I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm excited that I get to do something that feels connected with my home in my new home here as well. Speaking of which, all of Colorado is now officially on stay at home, which we've been doing anyway, so it's like official stay at home now the day before Patrick and I sort of finished our own self-quarantine. It's fine though, this is what we need to do. I feel super fortunate to have a home to stay at home in and to have a job, so I'm gonna go do that. If you'd like to see how I did this look, then please stick around and see how it went. Hello there, it is March 26th, Thursday. I've literally now been at home sort of self-quarantining for 2 weeks, and it has been 1 day shy of 2 weeks since Patrick was exposed to someone. So tomorrow marks that final day, but I think that this feeling of the counting down from your last exposure and being cautious and things like that, I think that that's potentially going to be our reality. And I just hope that people are cautious and are careful. Like starting tomorrow, we will finally let my mom have the dog. We didn't want to potentially pass anything onto the dog. My understanding was that human material like saliva and things like that could get onto the dog's fur and then pass it to another human. So anyways, tomorrow marks 2 weeks and we have a plan to surprise my mom. If the plan worked, I will show you a video over it of what we did. Hopefully we do it and pull it off because I think it would be hysterical. So like I'm sure I said in the intro, we are doing a South African flag today. In about an hour and a half, I'm going to sing the South African national anthem, Nkosi Sikeleli, hopefully with many people back in South Africa. My heart goes out to them. This is a country that not everyone has access to running water, so asking people to do things like washing their hands might be just such a difficult task, if not impossible. So for that alone, my heart goes out to them, and there's just so many people who live in such an underprivileged fashion that this could really devastate them. So today at 9 a.m. I'm going to sing the national anthem with them. And of course, the appropriate makeup is South African flag. I have of course done this a couple times before. So let's start with the yellow. Pop that in there. Oops, got that in the wrong place. Bad yellow. So Patrick and I started doing this Facebook Live thing. By started, I mean we did one, but we want to do more. But it's sort of like highlighting something that you can do to do good, feel good, and see good. So one of the things we highlighted was how there's this area called Broadway, which has just some of my favorite places. And one of those places is called Hope Tank. And all these places are having to shut their doors for now, and they are boarding up for safety. So Hope Tank, instead of just boarding up their windows, they're boarding up their windows and then providing that board space for artists and paying them to create art on that. How cool is that? I actually donated to the fund that they set up, so I'll put that down below. It'll be one of my top links, so if you're interested in doing that, you'd be supporting an artist doing this. And last night I watched a little bit as an artist, a local artist who I think is just fantastic. They were creating an amazing piece of art on that. Okay, we're gonna go green. So that was really, really, really heartwarming to see. I watched 2 nights ago as an artist painted sort of a frame on the Hope Tank window, and then I think yesterday that frame got filled with poetry. So there were multiple people that were given the opportunity to get paid for their craft and participate in making some art during this tragedy. And then I read today that 3.3 million people applied for jobless benefits, and that's not even the full jobless people because there's so many restrictions on that. I believe if you haven't lived in a state for more than a year, or gig workers, and lots of restrictions on that. So we're just, all these resourceful, innovative, wonderful ways to make money and share that opportunity too is amazing. Okay, clean my brush. And now for the red. This actually by itself is a really fun color combo. I like it. But when we pop the blue on, that makes it South African. Let's do the other side before we blend it out. And careful with the red and the green because that can get muddy. So you just want to kind of overlap them but not blend too much. Just kind of pat it. If you're for some reason doing the South African flag makeup at home. Okay, let's clean that and buff the edges right there. Good. Don't even have to do too much, just a little. Let's clean that a little more. I'm gonna put a white under my eye now quickly because it's basically part of the flag. This is actually not supposed to be a white pencil. It's called like smoke, like lavender, but it looks like white to me. Okay, let's grab some blue. And blue and yellow mix, obviously. Blue and red do not. They will make a brown. So we're just gonna sort of lay that underneath the red. And that doesn't have to be perfect, that's just for now. Pop that on the other side. Okay, and now we're gonna buff this out a little. Maybe even get some more. This is one of the bonuses of working from home. I would have gone to work with the top part, but I would not go with the bottom. Like all of a sudden it's a bit too much. But now with the blue, it looks South African, doesn't it? Okay, let's find some shimmers. I think I'll zoom you up a little. Woo, it looks super colorful. All right, we're gonna throw a yellow shimmer all the way up to the green. And then I have this beautiful deep green I'm gonna put just on the outside edge. There we go. Liner, mascara, and done. Time for a little face stuff. So tell me, what comfort shows have you been watching? Because I've officially almost made my way through the entire Office now. And I swear that show will endure eternally. I think it's just the most easy, comforting show. It's just sweet and funny and innocent in a lot of ways. So what shows have you been watching? Everyone's watching Tiger King. I looked at the trailer and was not sure about it. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna watch it because it's free and easy, but did anyone watch a show on Hulu called The Detectorists? It seems relatively obscure. It's written, I believe, by the guy in Pirates of the Caribbean who was like the scrawny blonde dude, and he was friends with it was a scrawny blonde dude who was missing an eye. Remember, he had like that fake eye. So he wrote this, but he's just very sweet and lovely in it, and it's such a good show. And also very obscure. Obviously there's Fleabag, but I've already binged that too recently. Ooh, whoops. I guess I'm getting very pale, being stuck in confinement. Throw on a little nude lipstick and call it good. Awesome. Ooh, I have to go start work now. I have about 5 minutes. I feel ready to sing the South African national anthem in Nkosi Sikeleli if you're interested. I'd never be able to go to work like this normally, I don't think. No, it's too colorful. So I feel great that I get to spend my workday like this. And workday, that's a big term right now. I feel so incredibly fortunate, and my heart goes out to all those 3.3 million people and more who are struggling through this. I hope that we can all come together to help you. And when I say we all, I mean the government, the people, all of us. This is what matters right now, is helping everyone together so we can get through this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're doing absolutely as well as you possibly could right now. Be kind to the people around you. Stay home. And thanks for hanging out.